Yeah, we're good.
All right, welcome to Week 5 of Cavalier Insider, our game preview. Andrew Ramspacher and John Shifflett here to break down Virginia taking on Louisiana Tech. UVA coming in at 2-2, Louisiana Tech coming in at 3-0. Game time 3:30 on Saturday at Scott Stadium. And really, John, this is two teams coming in at opposite directions. You got UVA off a 2-game skid. You got Louisiana Tech, who is red hot right now, just clobbered Illinois in Champaign. Kind of a giant killer mentality. People talk about them to be potentially a BCS buster.
Yeah, Virginia's going to have their hands full on Saturday, and if anybody thinks otherwise, that they need to do some studying up. But Louisiana Tech certainly coming in here on fire. The offense is scoring 55 points a game. They've already beat a BCS team on the road. They're 3-0. It's going to be a stiff challenge for Virginia, so they're going to have to bring their A game on Saturday if they want to win this football game.
A stiff challenge. Even Vegas thinks so right now. Louisiana Tech, a favorite. Will be without its starting running back. This is the fourth straight game that UVA will face a team without its number one back. But nonetheless, it's like the Cavaliers have had a lot of success in those games anyway. We talk about 2-2, two straight losses. They lost to Georgia Tech 2 weeks ago, out of it from the beginning, losing 56-20. Last week, defense played a little bit better. The offense still continues to sputter. Maybe a big reason why is the quarterback play. Michael Rocco, Phillip Sims. This has been talked about ever since Phillip Sims, his waiver was granted in the middle of the summer when he would take over the starting job. It seems like it's getting closer because Michael Rocco really hasn't helped himself out too much to this point. Do you see Phillip Sims emerging from this game as your starter going into next week?
He has a really good chance to do so. I mean, I think this is kind of Rocco's last stand. Especially against a leaky Louisiana Tech defense, if he can't get it done early on, I think they're going to pull the trigger and go with Phillip Sims. Sims has shown his natural ability in some of these games. He's got great zip on the ball, throws a great deep ball. He's got a lot of talent. He's got good escapability. So he certainly has the tools to be there, and he's certainly catching up on Rocco, and Rocco could probably feel him breathing down his neck. So if he doesn't come out here this week and produce, I think it's probably time for Phillip Sims.
Yeah, coaches and players a lot this week talked about it was the little things that didn't get them to be productive against TCU. An example, interception to Khalid Shepard, a throw, bounces her off Khalid Shepard's hand, goes in the air, interception. The other pick, Rocco throws behind Tim Smith on a crossing route on a 3rd and 4 where he would have picked up a first down easily, potentially more, and ball turns over. And it's kind of been the turnover thing that's really hurt Michael Rocco so far. This team has 10 turnovers in its last 3 games. It's really been struggling in that category. Louisiana Tech is one of the top teams in the country at creating fumbles and recovering fumbles. So there's a challenge there, but there's also a challenge as to can Virginia win a shootout with Louisiana Tech. You mentioned the Bulldogs averaging over 55 points a game. Has the Virginia offense given you enough to this point in the season to make you feel confident saying they can win a game in the 40s?
It's tough right now. They've shown glimpses, especially against TCU. They moved the ball, they ran the ball well, they threw the ball well, but again, it's the little things that keep getting them. The turnovers, throwing behind Tim Smith, Khalid Shepard not getting his hands on the ball, Darius Jennings dropping that long pass and then dropping the touchdown. They just seem that they get there, but they can't quite finish the job. It's the little things that keep getting them. If they can put all that together, catch the football, block well, run the football, they have a chance to score 40 points, especially against the Louisiana Tech defense that's been surrendering a lot of yards and a lot of points so far.
In that game, I guess we can kind of break down what will be the kind of the key matchup. I guess for me, it is that offense. Can it keep up? I don't know if it can right now. Receiver-wise, talk about Perry Jones has struggled a little bit in the running back department. Who's been that number 1 receiver? Tim Smith has been bothered by an injury. His production, not all that great. This is kind of a time for this offense to heal a little bit and potentially get some points on the board. With that being said, who do you see coming out with this one?
It's really tough to say. Virginia, they seem like they're due. They've had a lot of bad luck the past week. I'm saying they're going to win in a shootout. I'll say 38-35 Virginia. That's certainly looking on the bright side of things. But if their offense can put things together and their defense can play as well as they did last week against TCU, I think they have a pretty good shot at home on Saturday.
Yeah, you know what? I'm still not real confident in this offense, and I think Louisiana Tech will not put up 55 plus like they have in the past. Virginia's defense is a lot better, I think, than the opponents they've been playing. But I think if they hit the number that I'm thinking, around 34, I don't know if Virginia can outscore them. I'm going to say Louisiana Tech comes here to Scott Stadium and wins 34-28. So that will do it for our Week 5 wrap-up. And next time we'll see you. We'll be on the Scott Stadium field after the game.